All right, looks like we're live. I'm trying out this new streaming service, I guess, StreamYard. I went on another stream. I think it was the Click Guys, maybe from the YWC days, and I took a look at what they were using for their. I guess they had a watch along stream. So I just took what they used, and they're using StreamYard, and I think this is working a little better than whatever software I was using last night for the part one review. But yeah, here I am again, another video. Two videos in 3 years since I've been gone. But yeah, I guess I'm here. It's the coronavirus shutting everything down. I'm got more free time to spend that's not on other sports that I probably, well, I'll just say I do enjoy more than this, like basketball, I guess football, not really right now, but baseball would be happening. But yeah, there's kind of less distractions, so now I'm watching more wrestling again. So I watched part one. If you want to go take a look at that, go on my channel. You can find part one easily. I think I talked like 25 minutes about night one, which exceeded my expectations. I really liked how they ended that show with the Undertaker match that just blew everyone away, which was nice. And I think all the matches on most of the matches on night one were pretty good for the cards that were dealt. Night two, on the other hand, I don't really think it was amazing at all. Um, I mean, none of the matches really blew me away. The Cena Wyatt match, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it was pretty insane, and it was at least something different, and it's something that you can do at a WrestleMania like this. Which I mean, why the hell not? It's better than just another boring, empty arena match. So that's my overall thoughts on night two. I mean, obviously, all these matches would be a lot better if we had an audience, but we didn't have that this time. So it's definitely odd and weird, but uh, we'll see how they go going forward if they keep on doing this. I know that they taped Raw tomorrow, so I mean that will probably be probably have like two or three matches of mid carders on there, and then they'll probably have McIntyre do a promo or something like that. But yeah, let's go through night two and what happened. I kind of have a list of what matches happened, so I can go through in order. Oh, so the kickoff show again, it was hosted by Rosenberg, Peter Rosenberg, who does hip hop radio, I believe. I don't listen to him, but I believe that's what he does. And then you had Corey Graves again and Weird Talks, but you do you. um, yeah, he hosted the pre-show, and we had a match between Liv Morgan and Natalia. Um, from what I remember, this match nothing spectacular at all. Which I mean, what do you think you're going to get? I mean, yeah, it was just go out there 5 minutes, work some sort of match, and we'll put it on the pre-show. You guys can say you're on the WrestleMania card. So that's really my thoughts on that. Nothing really amazing. So yeah, and we kicked off the show. We had Stephanie out there again, which is interesting because I would have thought Vince would have started the show, especially yesterday too, because that's how he's always been doing it. I don't know if the message was he thinks he's too old and at risk of this disease and stuff, so he doesn't want to be out there, and he threw someone much younger. And yeah, really just a disclosure that they had a closed set, and I think that's it, and that it was too big for one night. But yeah, that's how it started out. They played the same video package that they played yesterday too, which I mean, it was okay. I didn't like the fake pirate stuff, but I thought ending with AC/DC leading into a pay-per-view, which is nice. But yeah, the first match, Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, which honestly it was probably the match of the night, to be honest, or at least if you're going to say a regular match of the night, that would be it. Um, there's a lot of yelling and screaming, and I know on Twitter everyone was blowing up about the people that still live with their parents and stuff are wondering if their parents are going to barge in and ask them why they're watching porn and stuff. And I made a tweet that I thought was pretty funny, that this makes a women's tennis match sound like background music because they're just yelling and screaming at each other. But overall, I thought it was actually a pretty good match, and I didn't mind the yelling and screaming because it just drowns out the empty crowd. So yeah, Charlotte Flair pretty much worked through Rhea Ripley's knee the entire match, and Charlotte Flair, to a lot of people's surprise, won, and she became the NXT Women's Champion. Which, I mean, I'm not gonna bitch about it much because she's got a ton of options to face in NXT, like Io Shirai. Um, Crap, I kind of stumbled there. Um, I keep forgetting these names because I don't watch NXT all the time. Uh, Io Shirai. Well, there's the rematch with Rhea Ripley. Mia Yim. Is that her WWE name? But that's three off the top of my head. That easy, pretty good matches for her. Bianca Belair, even though later on she kind of joined Street Profits on Raw, but that would have been a match I would have liked. Candice LeRae. See, there's even more, and it kind of Charlotte's been on Raw and SmackDown. She's been the main bitch on there for a while, so it'd be kind of fresh to see. Maybe we see more people get opportunities, but who knows? But yeah, overall, I thought this was a pretty good match. Let's see if I have any other notes in here. I didn't really take great notes. I'm just looking at Figure 4 Online website, see if I can recall anything. Yeah, Charlotte won. A lot of people on Twitter were pissed. So yeah, I guess a lot of people really hate her on Twitter. Aleister Black versus Bobby Lashley. Didn't really like this match. Went about 7-8 minutes, and it did not blow me away at all, which most of these matches tonight didn't. It just felt weird out there tonight. One thing I will say, though, is that Aleister Black has a really good black mass kick, and I thought it plays off really well in an empty arena, which, I mean, that's a nice touch. And I like the finish, and I like that he ended up winning. Well, all right, so the finish was weird where Lashley had Black and was going to perform a move. I don't know if it was a finisher or something, but Lana told him no, do a spear or something like that. So he dropped Black and went to go do like a spear, and then Black hit him with the black mass, which then sounded cool. And I guess I like the finish because the right guy won. But we'll see where Lana and Lashley go from here. It's all gone downhill very quick for them. After this was Otis and Dolph Ziggler, which was one of the matches I was looking forward to the most. This video package for this was quite amazing. And I originally, going into this, I wanted them to drag it out to SummerSlam so they can get an actual reaction at the end. But I guess they had different plans this time, and they already gave away the finish. That was your goal. They did that in front of an empty crowd, which I'm not liking. But yeah, really what happened in the match, Otis came out by himself. Ziggler had Sonya Deville with him, and they had a match. Otis was running after him all match. He was doing his gyrations and everything. I mean, for an empty crowd match, he still entertained people at home, which is pretty cool. Trying to read up on this recap, see what else I remember. Oh, okay, yeah. Otis is going to do the caterpillar, and then Deville stepped up on the ropes. Yep. And then Ziggler gave him the low blow. Then I believe Mandy Rose came out, slapped Sonya Deville, and then gave Dolph Ziggler a low blow. And then Otis did the caterpillar elbow drop, and he ended up winning, and he got the girl, and he kissed her, and picked her up and kissed her, and in front of nobody. So, I mean, feel good ending for the people at home. It's just kind of want to do that with a live crowd behind you. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was solid. It was one of the highlights of the night, to be honest. Edge beat Randy Orton in a match that went way too long. They could have cut down. It went like 40 minutes. And I like the start where Edge came in and then they hit Randy's music and Randy was nowhere to be found. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he RKO'd Edge. And they have another camera showing where Randy was, and he was posing as a cameraman in an arena full of about 5 people. So I don't know how he pulled that off, but I mean, it was at least kind of creative. So that was cool. But then after that, they went everywhere in the Performance Center. I mean, they're in the weight room, they're in the warehouse, they're everywhere. They're on top of trailers, they're jumping off everything. It's just that at one point, it just became, where are they going to go with this? It's just kind of pointless. And then at the end, it was pretty good touch where Edge gave him the concerto and won the match, and good callback to when Randy gave him that a few months ago now, what, January, February? So that was a good callback, and overall, this could have been a lot better if they would have cut some shit out of it. Just a lot of filler in the middle. They started off well, they ended well. It's just they lost some attention in between there. And for a tape show, I mean, that's the benefit of a tape show. You can edit stuff out. But yeah, I mean, I still thought it was solid. Again, too long for me. They could have cut stuff out, but I'm not gonna complain. The right guy won. We'll see where they go in the future. And Randy will probably be out for a while, but I think so will everyone, especially if they can't tape any more shows past. Well, they tape Monday Night Raw. If they can't tape anything else, I think they might be screwed and just have to go into a mini off season until I think they're advertising Money in the Bank coming up then something like May 10th, 11th, something like that next month. So that'll be interesting to see what they do there, because I don't think they can run any. Yeah, I don't think they can do anything with crowds for at least another couple months, or at least it'd have to be in a state that would allow it. Yeah, there'll probably be another empty arena, and they'll get 8 people with 2 commentators and a ref. That's more than 10 people in a place. So, I mean, some states don't even allow more than 10 people in one place. So, I don't know how they'll do that. Go to international waters, some? I don't know. Yeah, it's weird how they're, well, we'll see where they're going to go. I don't know. Everything's so day to day with this where I don't want to presume anything. Let's see. Next match, Street Profits beats Austin Theory and Angel Garza, who honestly I have not seen much of Angel Garza, even though he's probably been on Raw a lot. I just have not watched a ton of Raw in the past year or two. And Austin Theory as well. I know he's from Evolve, and I know he kind of was like a last second addition to this. So I didn't really know about them, but I think they're working as heels with Zelina Vega. Street Profits, obviously pretty big faces. They've got big following on Twitter, and they're pretty fun couple of guys. And Street Profits ended up winning. Trying to read more into this again. Oh, okay. And then after the match, it was kind of like a 3-on-2 thing where Vega was helping out after Garza and Theory already lost. And guess who comes out to help? Bianca Belair, who I believe is dating one of the Street Profits. But that was a good moment, and I can't wait to see what they come up with, because she's, from what I've seen in NXT, she's pretty entertaining, and those 2 guys are really entertaining too. And I believe the final shot going out of that was, I think they're holding her up because she kind of saved the day there. Let's see. Oh, one thing I missed already was Gronk. Gronk opened the show again, and I believe Mojo Rawley was at one point in the show. Mojo Rawley just getting chased around the arena by, it had to be more than 8 people. So they're definitely breaking some sort of mandate that the state probably put on them. And Gronk jumped off his little balcony thing on top of everybody and pinned Mojo. Once he won the belt, he just fucking left. He just got out of there. So yeah, we'll see who can pin him now. I don't know where he is. I don't know. Is Mojo just gonna sneak up on him? Mojo probably knows where he is. But yeah, he's the current 24/7 champion for the foreseeable future. They probably taped something to get it off him, but I don't know. Yeah, so that happened during it. Five-way elimination match. I don't recall much from this match, to be honest. I know that there's Bailey had some words for commentary. Uh, oh yeah, it was when I think Bailey and Banks were both getting pinned at the same time, and um, I think Michael Cole or someone said they were both about to get eliminated, and then they both kicked out, and Bailey's just like, "No, we aren't," which I thought was a pretty nice touch. Um, I'm not going to go through these eliminations just because I don't remember much from it. I think I was busy drinking beer or something during it. But yeah, I guess Bailey won. So my guess from that ending is they're going to go to SummerSlam in Boston, if it even happens in Boston, and probably be Sasha versus Bailey rematch. I don't know how many times they've done it now, but they can probably do it in Boston. I think Sasha's going to win it there. And I mean, if the event happens, Sasha will have the crowd behind her, so why not? I guess that's the reason to keep it on Bailey. Oh boy, Firefly Funhouse. This was just weird and insane, but also fun at the same time. 1 second. Drink my beer. Fuck fear, drink beer. Yeah, but this was just wild. Okay, I'm trying to read up, trying to recall what happened. Where I believe Cena started, came in, he had some flashbacks towards his debut where he came out and he faced Kurt Angle, and Cena actually came out in like similar gear that he came out for during his debut. And then I think he kept on saying ruthless aggression, and then he tried to do the slap that he did Kurt Angle, but to Bray. Bray would just duck out of it every time. Uh, that's one callback there. Trying to read through this. This is too much for me to at least remember. It all happened so fast and it was so crazy. Oh, they went to the Saturday Night Main Event intro, and Wyatt was in his old school gear, which I think we've seen a couple times in his gimmick. And he introduced Cena, his tag team partner or something. There was just some promo. And then all of a sudden they go to Cena being Dr. Thugonomics again. He spit some bars. And then I think the Funhouse Puppets even booed him, which is cool. And I think to end that gimmick, I think Bray just like laid him out or something. So yeah. And then I went to the Wyatt compound, and then I think there's a flashback to WrestleMania 30 where I guess people are cheering for Wyatt to win, but then he loses, and then some crazy shit happens, and they go to Nitro. Somehow, for some reason, I don't know yet. Wyatt wore a red and black NWO shirt with leather jacket, and they spliced in clips of Eric Bischoff. All right, Cena's wearing the black NWO. Oh, yep, I do remember this where the McMahon puppet Devil Vince was saying, "This is such good shit," which I loved. That I just love saying that, and it's also pretty fun to tweet too. Um, nope, Cena attacked Wyatt as chance of Cena sucks played. Wyatt disappeared, and Cena was hammering away on the pig. Okay, some sort of diversion or some, or I don't know. Someone slipped these guys LSD or something. Um, then the ending, I think Wyatt just like laid him out and just pinned him, and Cena's body just disappeared. So I have no clue where Cena went. I have no clue where Bray goes from here. But I think with everything going on right now, we don't have to worry about that for a bit. But just insane match, if you can call it that, insane segments. I do like that it was not just a kid's version of the Undertaker match from last night. I like that this was somewhat creative and pretty fucked up, but I mean, it got a reaction, and a lot of these matches tonight just didn't get a reaction, or at least from what I saw on Twitter. So I guess if you're judging this Mania on what gets a reaction, I mean, this is a good match for it. So yeah, and then oh, it was so funny uh, when they go back to the Performance Center, and on an interim basis, Titus O'Neil, the guy, he became the interim guest host of Mania, and right after that Firefly Funhouse match, they cut right to him, and he is just he has no clue what he's seeing. And I think the coach just like he's just saying that to the camera as they fade to black. He's just like, I don't know what I just saw. It would have been better if they had Booker T there doing like, tell me you didn't just say that. I guess tell me I didn't just see that would be better, technically. But yeah, overall, yeah, we didn't have enough Booker T. I think we had him on the pre-show for a couple of minutes where he just say a couple words on his webcam. I think that was pre-recorded. We needed him there. That's what we needed. Oh well. Then we get to the main event. Drew McIntyre versus Brock Lesnar, which ended pretty quickly. Paul Heyman didn't even do the normal Brock Lesnar introduction. I guess it doesn't. I don't know. Kind of plays off the audience a little bit, but I thought it was weird going out of the norm for that. I think McIntyre hit a Claymore kick pretty close to when the match started. I think Lesnar kicked out, and Lesnar hit McIntyre with a lot of F5s and Germans, and McIntyre kept kicking out. Let's see what the actual finish was. McIntyre gave him a Claymore kick after Lesnar went for another F5, and then 2 more Claymore kicks for the win, and McIntyre's the champion. So, I mean, it happened in 5 minutes. I wish a lot of the other matches finished in 5 minutes. Like Lashley, I think his match should have been 5 minutes. I think a lot of matches night one could have been 5 minutes, like the women's tag team, the the Baron Corbin match should have been way shorter. But I mean, I didn't really know what to expect here. You're not going to put on a 3 or 4 or 5-star match without a crowd, unless you do something like the Undertaker match, which I don't even know if that's eligible to be in the star ratings. I don't know if any of these would even qualify, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it was okay. Got a new champion. I don't know what's next for Brock. Probably a rematch at some point, SummerSlam maybe. But yeah, we got a new champion. Drew McIntyre's champion. We got, I think, 2 first-time world champions now, with Braun being Universal and Drew being WWE champ. So that's something fresh, something good that came out of this event. Yeah, I mean, overall, I think it still exceeded expectations. Night one was definitely felt better than night two. I don't know if that's just the way the show ended or what, but yeah, I mean, I just came into this thinking just get my mind off of things. We'll focus on wrestling, something to look forward to. I think that did that for a little bit. If I had to go through the whole event in rank, probably top matches. Number 1, definitely Taker vs. Styles. 2, probably Seth versus Kevin Owens. So they had some really good spots, and I think the restart was pretty good. I don't know what I said last night about it, but I came around to it again, and I thought it was pretty good. And the third best match, probably Edge vs. Orton, because it had such great finish, and I think it's one of the best built up matches on this card. And yeah, I thought those matches really delivered, and just for not having a crowd, I mean, they did their best, which all you can ask for in this situation. And we'll see what goes on Raw tomorrow. I'm curious to see what they taped out. So I think I was going early. They'll probably have 2 or 3 matches with just mid carders. Then they'll probably have they might show a replay of the Taker match maybe, and then probably a promo from Drew and Braun, and I think that'll probably be your show. Then I think Wednesday it's Gargano versus Ciampa, which is nice. And then Friday for SmackDown, I don't think they have that taped. I don't know if they'll be able to. So it's much like everything else in this world right now. It's just kind of a wait and see thing. I don't think they can really plan on anything that long term. I mean, you can have a guy win the Money in the Bank briefcase next month, but he doesn't have to cash in for another year yet. So, I mean, they don't really have to decide on things yet, but I really hope that this allows them some time to kind of think out what they're going to do instead of being just like on the fly kind of booking. We'll see what they do and how they schedule their tapings, if that affects that. But if they do have to do an off season, I hope they can reevaluate the way they do things and kind of have more linear storylines, which would be nice. But yeah, really the next time I anticipate any crowd being at events would probably be SummerSlam in August. So I would think they'd probably want to be on the safe side of this, but also, I mean, Vince wanted WrestleMania done, so they got it done. So we'll see when he sets his own timetable. I know that Fauci, that doctor, was saying the virus sets the schedule. I mean, Vince thinks he's invincible to the virus probably, so he's probably just going to try to sell tickets whenever he can. I don't know. But yeah, that was WrestleMania 36. I anticipate 37 to be an all-timer, so I think I'm going to throw my name in the hat saying I'm going to do my best to be there. Obviously, can't plan this out for a while. I don't think WrestleMania 37 tickets don't even come out until October, November. But as of now, I'm very interested in going just because I think they're going to do everything they can to kind of offset this bad year, whatever you want to call it. I think they got to go for some like Rock versus Roman Reigns in the main event and probably have it full of stars because it's in Los Angeles. Yeah, that's enough of a spiel on WrestleMania 37. I think I might do a video where I do like a prediction of what I think the card will be next year. I think I've done those in the past. I think I did it for 33 like 4 years ago, trying to predict what they'll book that next year. And I think it's a pretty fun concept. So I think I might be doing that this week. So look forward to that. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter. I'm probably signing off for the night. So thanks for watching. For the 0 people that watched it live, I think. I don't know. And if anyone watched it afterwards, still thanks for watching. And peace.